Alrighty, again, it's coming up on dinner time. Tonight I'm going to make a vintage recipe, something I've never made before. It's called Dippity soup. That's right, Dippity soup. Are you guys looking at that? I know, I got a bug bite when I was working out in the garden. Sorry about that. But, and it is a little itchy, so don't remind me about it, so I won't want to itch it. Alright, so Dippity soup. It takes maybe 15 minutes or so to make. And so we're going to throw this right together. You're going to start with 4 hot dogs. 4 hot dogs. 4 wieners, that's right. So we want to slice these babies up. So it says kind of cut them like on the diagonal. And you want them to be like, you know, bite size. You know, like so. So I'm going to cut these babies up. And get them into the bowl. Now, if you have a big old gang you're feeding, you know, you can use, you know, like 8 hot dogs and double down on this, you know. But, again, it's just Meg and I. And so, you know, I don't want to be eating this for the next week because I got other recipes to be making. So, let's get on with this Dippity soup. Let me finish cutting these little guys up. Again, starting with 4 hot dogs. Okay, next you need a can of green beans and a can of carrots. Now, if you don't have those, you can use a can of, they say, the mixed vegetables, you know, in the can, of course. They were big on canned stuff back then. See, this is called Dippity soup, right? So I remember as a kid, which was long after the 40s, by the way, we had something called Dippity. And Dippity was something that you used like to set your hair. You know, like if you were doing it, you know, on curlers or something. It was called Dippity Do you guys remember that? Does anybody remember that? It was like a setting thing. It was called Dippity. So maybe they stole the name from this soup, right? Or maybe they just used Dippity for a lot of things. Who knows? Set your hair, put it in your soup, whatever, right? Okay. So now we got these 2 cans open. Now we want to drain these, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and put this like this, and we're going to drain them. There you go, just like that. Once the carrots are all drained, we're going to go ahead and put them into a saucepan. There you go. And now we're going to drain the green beans. Same thing. Are you guys like big on canned vegetables? I mean, they remind me of something that they used to have like in school lunches. You know what I mean? Honestly, I never have canned vegetables at home. I have frozen, but you know, there's a ton of them in the market, so someone's buying them. All right, so now we're gonna add that into the pot. All right, on to the next step. Our next ingredient is something that I've never purchased before, but I did it special for this recipe: cream of potato soup. Cream of potato soup, right? They used to make cream of everything, and I was kind of hoping they still had it. So this one, as luck would have it, has a pop top. Now, looks a little funky colored, but okay. So now we're going to go ahead and put that cream of potato soup right on in. And then we're going to take 1 can of milk, just like the directions say. And we're going to go ahead and add that in. Alrighty, this is going to be something. Now we want to add in 1 teaspoon of onion powder. And 1 teaspoon of parsley. I have fresh parsley. You can use dried if that's what you have. And then we're going to get our hot diggity dogs out and go ahead and pour those in next. Now that we have all of these luscious ingredients in the pan, we're going to go ahead and stir this all together. And then we're going to put it on the stove. Now you want to let this cook for, it says, 15 to 20 minutes over medium heat. And then you just serve it up and you got your Dippity dinner. Dippity dinner, that's it. So I think it's going to be on the thicker side, more like a stew than a soup. But there you have it, Dippity All right, let me get this on the stove. I'm so anxious to try this, I think. Alrighty. Wow, this sure is smelling like some doodah soup. I don't know. I think I would have called it doodah stew. That would have sounded a little more like, you know, rhymey or whatever. So let me just pour some of this soup on up. I'm going to give us each a nice big bowl of this because this is dinner, guys. This is some dinner. Look at that. Wow. Can you see those wieners in there? Yeah. Let me get another bowl. This is going to be good. You know, I have a feeling, you saw how simple and easy it was to make, right? I mean, come on. I'm just saying. So we are going to have some doo-dah soup tonight. This is going to be something. Maybe we'll sing a song or make a jingle about it. You know, the old doo-dah. Doo-dah day, you know, doo-dah, doo-dah. Camp down ladies, sing a song all the doo-dah day. Something like that. Alrighty, so this is called Dippity-Doo soup. I would call it Dippity-Doo stew, because then it would like rhyme more, you know what I mean?
Okay.
I hope it's not too hot.
It's real thick.
That's why I said it could be called Dippity-Doo stew, but you know, they already named it, so I don't know if I can rename it.
Not terrible.
No. I mean, I don't know that I would have selected the meat that they did to put in it, but that's the whole idea, that they were trying to be creative on a budget, you know, with the dogs.
It's kind of like chowder.
You use cream of potato soup, which I had never bought. I didn't even know it was a thing.
I was really concerned as how we ended up with this consistency and color, but I'm glad that it's actually.
Oh, I clarified it. Yeah, no, it was a can of cream of potato soup that you use, which when I read it, I said, do they still make that? Because a lot of things, like they used to make Jell-O, like they used to make like cream of rosemary, not cream of, but like rosemary flavored Jell-O. All these different Jell-O used to make, and they don't make anymore.
Guys, it's surprisingly not the worst thing she's ever made.
I'm surprised because I don't like canned vegetables. And that's what it called for.
Maybe it's because it's a rainy day and soup is soup, but
it is. We have an incoming storm too. That tropical storm Lee is on its way, so we got to charge up our phones and everything, so you know we can be still in the communication, right?
Got some hot dog wiener soup.
That's right. Dippity-Doo. You know, when I was a kid, we had something called Dippity-Doo, but it wasn't this. But it wasn't the 40s when I was a kid. But it was something you used to put in your hair when you set it on rollers and stuff. It was called Dippity-Doo, and it would like hold, like it was like a setting kind of thing. Did you ever hear of it? Maybe it's not even a thing anymore. Who knows? It was like a gel thing in a jar. And you put it on your hair, and then you'd put the rollers, and that was Dippity-Doo for me. But this is Dippity-Doo for us tonight. Woo! Get your dip and do on.